Oh my god, the weather is truly horrendous this morning. I seem to have found myself in the middle of a storm. I'm in this beautiful landscape though. But when the weather is this bad and this rough, there is not much you can do other than escape into the woods and photograph some waterfalls. Please join me, it's going to be fun. Oh my god. So, come with me. Ah, yes! Before we get going today though, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you need a domain name, a website or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Right, I have come to a location that I have been to before, but on that occasion there had not been very much rain, so the waterfall in question wasn't as impressive as it could be. And as you can see today, and throughout all of this summer, there has been a lot of rain. Can you hear that bassy note? That bass of that huge torrent of water falling down a cliff? You may not be able to, but I think when we get into the woods, it's going to be seriously impressive. I do also like the hills over there. I think they look pretty cool, but it's just too rough for photography up in this exposed moor. So let's get down into the woods and see what we can find. I've been here for about 20 minutes photographing this waterfall. I've done things with the wide angle lens, long lens. I've got to say though, it's just torrential rain. I'm so uncomfortable. And it's also a little bit scary. The power of it is immense, and I kind of feel if there's a sudden rush of water, I'm going to be in a pretty dodgy position here. I feel like it's got the better of me today. I have captured some images. I'm getting out of here. Whew. In addition to the rain, the power and the noise of the waterfall just created an assault on the senses, which also made it virtually impossible to film anything. So I captured a couple of images here and then retreated to the car to lick my wounds and dry off and go again the next day. Right, day number 2. Got up early to come for sunrise. I don't know if you can see, but over on the horizon there's just a huge bank of cloud, and that's where the sun's coming from. I was partially hoping for a cloud inversion coming from over there as well, which is kind of where I'm heading to take a photograph, but I just don't think anything's going to happen, which is very disappointing. Because I've put the effort in twice now and I've got absolutely nowhere. The frustrating thing as well is there is actually some really interesting cloud around. So if there was the sun coming from over there behind you, that'd be fantastic. But let's head up to the edge and then just be a little bit patient and see what develops, because things can change. I'm going to stay optimistic until the last moment. Ooh, actually, there's some lovely cloud down in the valley there. How quickly a mood can change. Oh wow, let's get down there. God, I'm super excited now. Isn't that daft? You just go from the depths of despair to total elation. For me, I don't know about you, but for me that is my experience of landscape photography. It's all or nothing, and I sort of really struggle to get a kind of stoic attitude towards it. Very emotional when it comes to my photography. Right, here we go. Right, well, this is a crazy morning. I have just been shooting a panorama. I'm going to do it again in a minute, but as I was, the mist has just rolled in all around me. I don't know if you can see down there, you can see behind me there, over there I think is really interesting. I think, I don't know what to do. I have just captured a very quick panorama there because I love kind of, there was a bit of colour in the sky, I love the mist down in the valley, and there's mist just rolling in all around me now, so I don't quite know where to go. I love it over there, I think it's really moody. Let's just do this real time because I think I want you to get an impression of kind of what it's like on mornings like this and how manic it can get. But as soon as, oh no, tripod all over the place. There we go. Look, it's changed so quickly. This is not right now, it's just pretty much total mist over there now. But I still do like it. But it looks, the rock here just behind me here looks good now. That was uninteresting before, but now that mist has rolled in, it's created a really bit of interesting separation. The speed at which it's changing is overwhelming. So, right, I'm going to go and get the 16 to 35, grab a quick shot over here, and because the cloud is now rolling in over the hills over there, I'm then going to come back here. But I need to be working so fast. It's pretty cold as well, so I'm struggling with my hands. Right. This is ridiculous. I mean, you can see how much the weather is changing because you are fogging up because I put you down on the ground for a second. Right. Oh my God, this is virtually impossible. Right. Third position, still no good photo, I don't think. Look at the conditions behind me. I mean, I'm gonna probably come away with some amazing stuff today, or absolutely nothing. This looks quite nice. Let's just shoot that. I just feel desperate to get something in the can. My God. You probably think I'm an absolute idiot right now. I've abandoned my bag over there. Right, I'm going to show you that image. Goodness me. You can see how challenging the weather conditions are because it's fogging up this lens anyway. I hope that's not happening to this one. Let's have a quick check. Oh, it is as well. Let's fire off one more shot and then I'll show you that image. Right, well, I hope you liked that image. I've got to say, this is one of the most chaotic photo shoots I have ever done, I think. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just surrounded by mist now though. And it's coming in thick waves, and then it's easing back. And then you've got a great photo opportunity. But by the time I've moved to that location to photograph it, it's gone again. It's clearing up again behind me there now. But I know the second I turn my camera around, it's going to be very lovely over here again. So let's wait, let's be patient and see if something comes that way. Right, let's flick into manual mode and do that. Yeah, I mean, that is quite a nice little composition with some of the rocks in the foreground here and a bit of that heather. Yeah, that's pretty lovely actually. Let's tilt down a little bit more. Now at f11, 1/8 of a second and ISO 100. I was at f8 when I was shooting that way. Oh, it's turning into a full inversion now, look. You can see the sky above, the cloud below, but there really isn't much to shoot there at the moment. Yeah, I really like it this way because I've got a rock down in the foreground here and then some of the heather the heathering distance, the light in the sky, and it's starting to clear up now. And then you've got the subtle curves in the hills just here. Is the chaos coming across? I'm sure it is. Colour over there, a bit of colour where I'm actually pointing now. I think possibly my patience may pay off here. Fog is moving in again now, almost totally surrounded again, but the light is dancing around the scenes. Every time there's a little gap in the cloud, the scene explodes and I want to photograph it, but the speed at which it's changing, I've got to say, there's only one or two other occasions when I've ever experienced anything like this. And like I say, I think it's certainly the most chaotic video I've ever done. Right, I'll show you that image and then I'm going to set up again. Even these rocks look incredible in the mist here. Right, see what you think. And I've said it already, but the speed at which the conditions are changing is almost unbelievable. It's fascinating to watch, but I'm totally surrounded in fog again. I do have the camera pointing towards what I think is going to be the composition. There was a brief break in the clouds and I liked what I saw. So it's just a bit of a waiting game now. But since we've got a minute, while we wait for the cloud to clear, as you know, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Now, in my opinion, Squarespace is just the best place for photographers to build their website. When you're in conditions like this and you capture something beautiful, social media is almost, it's an empty experience, I think, these days, uploading to social media. But when you put it on your website, you present it exactly how you want it to look. It feels really good. You're in control. It's there for as long as you want it to be. And I think that's a powerful thing. Now, with Squarespace, it's just so easy to build a website. And that's because they provide some beautiful templates for you to start off with. You then upload some of your images, a few of your words, and before you know it, you'll have a unique and beautiful looking website. You need to keep an eye on that. The lovely thing as well with Squarespace is it will grow with you. So you can start with a simple gallery, present your images big and beautiful, and then as you grow, you can convert your site into an online store just as easily, and you can start selling things like books, prints, calendars, anything that you can imagine. You also don't need any technical knowledge to do any of this. If you can drag boxes around on Windows, you can build a Squarespace website. It also automatically adjusts to look perfect on any screen, including a tablet and a phone, which is especially important these days. They have award-winning customer service. I have used Squarespace for years, and also now if you want to create a members area of your website for subscriptions to keep people coming back to your site, you can do that with Squarespace just as easily. So hit the link down below or go to squarespace.com to start your free trial today. And then once you've created a website and you like what you've done, use the offer code FIRSTMAN to get 10% off your first purchase. Right, I'm hopeful I'm going to get a little gap in the cloud. Right, I am now feeling very, very good. And it's been this way now for about 20 minutes. That's given me time to really absorb the moment, calm myself down. There's been a couple of breaks in the cloud. I've managed to, I think, capture a couple of images. I've had the drone up above the cloud. That was pretty epic. I think you will agree. And I've now got the camera pointing towards what I know is a really nice composition, because there was a very brief break in the clouds. I don't know if you can see, but the sun is now up and it's trying to burn through the clouds, so something could happen. The second a break in the clouds occurs here, I'm gonna capture the image. I don't know how you find it, but for me, landscape photography is a total roller coaster because I always enjoy being out. I always enjoy the process of doing the photography, but I think I'm like a lot of you and I want the shot. I want it really badly because that's my sport. I want to win, and getting the shot feels like a win. And when you don't, it feels like a loss. That's maybe not the healthiest way to go about doing photography, but I've tried so hard, and I'm just not satisfied when I don't get a shot. After yesterday, in that rain, getting back in the car and I was absolutely drenched for no return, it didn't feel good. And I hadn't particularly enjoyed it because I was drenched as well. It was so loud as well, impressive and loud. And I'm happy with the picture I got, but wow, what a difference 12 hours makes. But I would love it if you were to like this video or leave a comment and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you on this video because it feels like it's been mad. So a little bit of feedback would be very much appreciated. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you on another video very, very soon. Bye.